Hey everybody, welcome to Going Off Grid. This is Chris from Going Ballistic. Hope you all have been doing good. It's been about, at least 6 months since I've done an update on our cabin, and we have done a lot. So let's just dive right into this. All right, so you guys can see behind me I have the eco-worthy solar tracker systems. These things are fantastic. I really like them. They have increased my battery charging tenfold. So I used to have some panels, some on this, and then some that were stationary. The ones that were stationary would never charge up my battery during the day, even though I'd get pretty good sun. But with these here, they track the sun all the way until it goes down. So since I'm on top of a hill, they'd still get sun quite a long time during the day, but it wouldn't charge my batteries all the way. I'd end up unplugging one of these and plugging it into the Ecoflow that did not have the solar tracker on. So ended up getting 2 of these. My panels behind me are 380 watt panels. And now with both of these solar tracker systems, my batteries are usually charged if it's sunny all morning. They are charged by like noon, 1 o'clock. So these things are great. Got these little chargers right here. This charges my battery for my water and stuff. I'll show you later. That's my battery that I have to use to pump water from my truck into the house. That charges that thing up in a day too. It's like, 6 amps or something like that. It does really good. All right, so that is my solar trackers. We put up this shed here for storage. I think this is those Heartland or something like that you get from Lowe's. Garbage. I'll never buy another one of these sheds again. This is their 12 by 24. Don't buy one. Oh my gosh, they are just junk. All right, so anyways, going towards the house here. We are still gonna get rid of this shed. Hope to build another shed. We're just gonna build one. We're not going to buy one of these garbage ones from Lowe's. Get rid of that one, build Stace a woodworking shed. She's gotten really good at doing some woodworking. Let's see, I put a new front door, new front window in. I re-roofed the cabin. I am no good at roofing either. Hats off to you guys that do roofing. That is no fun, period. Again, we got our 14 kW Generac generator that we use if the solar batteries don't get charged up, or a cloudy day. Usually if we have a good sunny day, by the time I go to bed our batteries are at like 80-something%, so they're really good with those. So we don't run the generator that much. It's also 3 gallons an hour of propane, so that can get expensive running on that thing for a while. Anyways, let's take a look inside. A whole lot's gone on since then. All right, coming inside. So here's the entrance. So as you can see, this has changed a lot. Tiled the floor. I finished the mudroom, almost finished. Got some trim to do. Stacy built this really nice wooden bench. She's getting very good at her woodworking. And then I'm building her a little closet here for her cleaning stuff. All right, into the messy mechanical room. That's my water tanks. Those are full. So here's what we do when we have to fill up with water because we don't have a well. All right, so here's my water setup. So I put this tank in the back of my truck. I drive 5-10 miles to go get some water. Battery, pump. 150 gallons is about as much as I can take. This is a 200-gallon tank. But other than that, the suspension is bottomed out. And well, I gotta put my hose in and put it into the tanks. Usually lasts about a week. We also used to have a much bigger water pump. It was on a pressure tank and stuff, and it did not work very well. This one here is 55 PSI. It's an instant one. It's like you would have in an RV. It sounds like somebody's hammering on your pipes a little bit. It's kind of loud, but it works so much better. And then I went with this Eco Heat water heater. Now this thing here, I did not know until I got it. It said not recommended for above 5,000 feet. Well, we're at 8,600 feet here, and this thing works fantastic. I didn't do anything to it. I thought, well, I already bought it, so I'm gonna put this thing on and see if it works, and it has worked fantastic. All right, so here is our Ecoflows. We have the Ecoflow Delta Pros. So it's charging right now. The sun is behind some clouds, so there's not a lot. But both of these are just about charged. I keep them charging to 95% and that's it. But these things have worked great. So I did have a problem with one and called up their support system, and I got to tell you that they were really fantastic. They just asked for a video of what was going on, a few other things, and they accepted it, said, hey, looks like it's our equipment, so we'll send you out a new one as soon as you send yours in. I sent it in. I had another one, geez, I'd say all within 30 days or so, with shipping it and everything. Actually less than that, about 2 weeks. I got the system in, hooked it up, and have been running ever since. And I highly recommend that you get an extra head. If you're gonna run off these things, I know they're expensive, but I highly recommend getting at least one extra head on it, getting an extra connector here. This thing, sometimes we've either come home or have sat just sitting here and the power went out. Not very many times. I say in the last 6 months it's happened maybe 3 times. So I just come back out here, hit the little button on top, and away it goes. And don't know why that's happened, but it has. They're pretty quiet. They say they can last years and years of recharging. Again, we've been on these things, living off of them for 7-8 months. About 7 months, because I bought them in November. We didn't move in till the 1st of January, but we're doing a whole bunch of work here throughout December. And these things are running, and so far, so good. We'll see how long they last. I hope they last a long time, because that system right there is about $10,000, not including the panels or anything else, just these 4 batteries. So very happy with them. They have been running this cabin and everything we've thrown at it, microwave, the stove, and everything else, with no problem. All right, so let's go in the house. I want to show you guys, we have done a lot of work. All right, there's Kono and Kita, our huskies. Hey buddies, what are you guys doing? All right, so I put in this wooden floor. Stacy has painted the place. We added more cabinets. And the microwave, new stove. Now, if you use the microwave and the toaster, we usually will pop a breaker, not trip the Ecoflow Pros. So just don't use a microwave and toaster at the same time and you're good. All right, we also got this Sunstar solar fridge. Now this thing can work off of 12 volts or 120. We have it plugged in 120. This thing's pretty good. That chicken right there, that's my dogs. We raw feed our dogs, and they are super healthy at 12 and 10 years old. And it has a lot of room, cools really well, is expensive. They're about $2,500, $2,600, somewhere around there. But they are really, really good. They have 2 compressors, one for the freezer, one for the fridge, because you can actually use this as a freezer as well. It gets really cold. It only uses about, I think, when just one compressor is running, it only runs at about 123 watts, which is pretty good. A regular fridge, I think, is somewhere up around 250 to 400 depending on the size of the compressor. But these little compressors work really good, and we are super happy with this fridge. Okay, what else? So, new carpet in the place. Again, Stacy painted everything. I'm still working on this little stove here. This little stove is amazing. Let me move my guitar. All these signatures here, these are guys in the military that I played with over in Iraq and Afghanistan. I had, if they were a soldier, they signed it. So that was pretty cool. Anyways, back to this. This little dude is awesome. I'll put I can't remember the name, so I'm putting it up on the screen, but we are so happy with that. It'll heat this little cabin here up to 75 degrees. I mean, it'll burn us out of here, so we really like this little stove. It lights quick. It can, oh, it says up to 11-inch logs, but we just put like 10-inch in there, and man, it gets hot. It drafts well, everything. It was a definitely very worth the money we paid for it. I still got to finish the stone and stuff around the back. That's coming. Oh, let's see. TV. This is our view every morning. We just sit here drinking coffee. Love it. All right, not much to see in this. This is our bedroom again. My wife got it painted in the color she wants. Got the sheet colors she wants and the curtain colors she wants. What Mama wants, Mama gets. And then there's Kita again. This is our little office. We turned this little room into an office because it's just Stace and I. So not a lot of closet space. I hope on the back side of the house to build a closet and a laundry room because we don't have laundry. And let's go into the bathroom. Did a whole bunch of work in here. Again, totally remodeled this bathroom. And I think it turned out pretty good. So, this shower, oh my gosh, what a pain in the butt. And I actually broke this panel. The joys of putting in the shower by yourself. Don't try this, because this is what happens when you try it by yourself and the glass slips out of your hand. Yep. That was an $800 shower. I have no idea what that door is going to cost me, but that sucks. And that thing, when it went off, it shattered in a billion pieces. Sounded like a freight train going off. So what I did was I was putting it up and it just barely, it seemed, touched that tile and shattered. So put this chip in here. I had glass pieces stuck in the side. They were stuck in the wall over here. So I was just really, really glad that that thing didn't blow in this way, that it blew out that way. But yeah, don't like these shower kits. The glass is nice, but putting the walls up, it is paper thin plastic. You gotta build a kit before it. You can see right here. This is how you had to do it. You had to frame it all out and then glue that thing to it. And it's so cheap nowadays. And that thing was like $900 for that shower. And it's the only shower we could get that would fit in this bathroom with the tight space that we have. Well, as a quick video, I just want to let you guys know the Ecoflow Pros have been working really good. I'd love to get their new ones. They came out right when I bought these, but hey, these are working good and I don't have the money to buy new ones. So I'll just keep what I got. Hope to get a well someday. You know, the water's not that bad to have to drive 10 miles down the road and get some. And we have a natural stream right down here that when the world goes to crap, probably around November of this year, we can still get water here if we need it. But anyways, thank you guys. If you have any questions, ask. Living off grid is definitely different It's been nice though. It's been nice. You have to work a little bit harder at it, especially if you don't have a well. But other than that, it's been really good. And for those of you who say, "Oh, that's not really living off grid," you're an idiot, because we don't have a well. We are not hooked up to any electrical grid. Just because our cabin is nice and doesn't look like these that you see on some of these shows where these people just live in the ugliest places, does not mean we're not living off grid. We just like to have a nice place and enjoy it, and we are doing just that. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.